We arrive at chapter 2, and in this chapter, we will discuss about searching for a business idea. So in this chapter, we'll see how to distinguish between ideas and also how to create a very successful business idea. As you know, every business has an idea. Before we go to the market and we build a brand, so we have to create what is the main idea of our business, what is the main sector of our business, and what is our added value to the market. So in this chapter, we will discuss about these definitions, how to create an idea, a business idea, and how to be successful with this idea, and what are the main aspects in relation to this business idea. So, first of all, we will define this idea. So, as a definition, we say that a business idea is a conceptual proposal that identifies a market need and propose a product, service, or solution to satisfy this need. This is a very clear definition of the idea, is that this idea will make the need of the market, and we have this input. The input here is the need of the market. We have to identify this need of the market. This is an identification of this need, and this is our input. So our input is how to identify the market need. And as an output of our process of our idea, we have to propose one of these things. So we have to propose product or a service or a solution to satisfy this need. So the idea is what we propose to solve this need. We have this diagram. As an input, we have our need, the market need, and our process is the idea of our business. We have an idea, and this idea will let us to propose a solution as an output. Our output is a solution of this need, and we will satisfy this need according to one of these solutions. So the output can be a product, can be just a service, and can be just a proposition of the solution of this need. This is the three types of our output, the output of our system. So a business idea represents the foundation of our entrepreneurship. It's very crucial for our business. And this idea will determine the level of success of our business. So it is the starting point that allows an entrepreneur to transform creativity into economic value. A business idea may originate from innovation, observation, research, or identifying unmet customer needs. This is a very important aspect to determine our idea. So how to create this idea is according to these parameters. And we will see these parameters in the next points of our of this course. So to determine a business idea, we have to take into account the innovation aspect. We have to determine, we have also to use observation. We can use research, or we can use just statistical data to identify customers' need. So we will return to each of these aspects in the next slides. So it is the first step toward building a sensitive and profitable organization. So the idea is a very important aspect of the level of success of our business. So it is very important to do this process correctly, because we cannot return after we determine the correct idea. We cannot return to the first step. So we have to determine it successfully and efficiently. So we said that a business idea is a mental construct that defines these proposals. So our business idea is a mental, so it is a brain, it is generated from our brains. We have our brain, which will generate idea, and these ideas are generated using two aspects: knowledge, we know what we know in life, in economical process, and also experience. We have two aspects that give us this idea: the knowledge of market, knowledge of approaches, knowledge of aspects, knowledge how to build a very successful business, the rules of our business, what is the main aspect of an enterprise. This is related to the knowledge. And also, we can generate ideas using our experience. So the experience will give us the opportunity to distinguish between bad and good ideas. So a business idea is a mental construct that defines a problem or unmet need, a proposed solution, a target market, a value proposition. This is the four representations of the idea. It can be a need. We have to satisfy a need. It can be the use of, or it can be the proposition of a solution. You have to solve a certain problem in the market. It can be a target of market. You have to increase, for example, the number of products, how to increase the buy of a certain product. Here we talk about the target in the market, and also a value proposition. For example, we are looking for an innovative solution to innovate a product or to propose a service. So here we talk about some innovation or amelioration of a product. So the business idea can be one of these representation. It can be to satisfy a need, to propose some solution to some problems. It can be a target of the market, how to increase, for example, the numbers of the buys of the product, and also it can be a value proposition, how to add some innovation, for example, to a product. So according to entrepreneurship theory, the business idea is the connective process throughout which an individual identifies and conceptualizes an opportunity to create economic and social value through innovation or improvement. This is a very short resume of what we said from the beginning of this course. Business idea will be an individual identification of a need or problem, and this idea have to focus on the opportunity to create some economical and social value, added value, as we said in chapter 1, that entrepreneurship have the aim to create the added value to the market. What is the added value of our product, of our service to the market? And also to have this objective real, we have to use innovation and improvement. So the sources of business idea, we said that we have two sources: the need, the knowledge of the person or the group, and also the experience of the person. So this is the two real sources, but we can say that we can define some divided or some derivation of these two sources. For example, observation of every problems. This is experience. We have to use experience. Observation of what occur in everyday for the product. Professional experience. This is also experience. Scientific research. This is related to knowledge. What we know. Market gaps, also know and experience, the two. Consumer customers complaints. This is also another source of idea, is the and it is from experience. So here the feedback of it represents the feedback of the customers according to the product, and to have this feedback, we can use some surveys or some questions to customers, how they feel when they use your product or your service, and if they have some remarks about the use of the product or an aspect of your product. This will give you ideas about the improvement of the product. And also we have technological changes. This is also related to what we know, to knowledge. So the two main sources, as we said, are our experience and our knowledge. This is the two main sources, and we can have some others sources derived from these two main sources. And we said that this business idea can be the point or the first point to create our business. And so we have to give a very important aspect to this creation. So Entrepreneurs continuously observe their environment to detect innovation, problem, or opportunities, and each problem represents a potential business opportunity. So this is to mark that entrepreneurs have to use improvement every day. They will improve, observe what occur in the market to improve their product, to be updated to the technological changes, and also to identify some potential business opportunities. So we arrive to how to generate methods of generation of ideas. So to generate ideas, we have to use a very known technique called brainstorming technique. This is a very used technique in the generation of ideas, is the brainstorming technique. So brainstorming is a structured creative process that generates a large number of ideas without immediate judgment. So it is a technique that analyzes existing products and modifies characteristics such as price, design, functionality, or target market. This is the technique, and we will explain this technique to generate how to generate business idea using this technique. We will give an example using this technique. So this technique differentiation is the process of marking a product or service unique compared to the competitors. This is the definition of how to differentiate our product between according to or compared to the competitors. So brainstorming will give us the opportunity to generate innovative and realistic ideas. So how it's worked? Let's have an example to this brainstorming technique. So we have, for example, a product P, and we are looking to promote this product in the market. For example, we have a phone, smartphone. We have a smartphone. Our business is to create smartphone and to promote it in the market. So we have to use brainstorming to define how to generate the idea of this phone. So we have just the general aspect, but we have not defined the details of how to promote this idea. So we will use brainstorming to define how to be successful in the market. And in brainstorming, it is preferable to do it in group. We have a group of persons, of individuals, and this group will give us a very interesting idea. So the first step is to generate a large number of ideas without immediate judgment. We have the members of group, and for example, we have 5 individuals, and each member of this group will give us his idea. It says 5, 4. So each one of the member of this group will give us an idea, and we will write it. For example, the first idea from 1, the second from 2. Each one will give one idea by round. We'll do rounds, and each member of this group will give us an idea. So here, the most important rule is to not judge idea immediately. We have not to judge the idea immediately, have just to propose idea and to write them according to what the individual said. This is the first step, to collect a large number of ideas without immediate judgment. So the second step is how to filtrate these ideas according to these characteristics. For example, if we have product according to price, design, functionality, or target market. So we will filter our idea using, for example, if we have 2 or 3 ideas with the same, for example, 2 ideas with the same sense or the same functionality, we will gather them in one idea. For example, if we have an idea which is not realistic, it is not related to our process, we can remove it. After that, after the filtering idea, we'll move to action, how to do this proposition in our, how to make these ideas real in the market. What are the processes and the activities to do to make these propositions real and to be successful in the market? So this is a very important technique, very efficient technique, the brainstorming, which is used largely in the business or in the business activities, and also in other domains of activities, not only in business, but we use it in business to generate ideas, to have some solutions to problems or to identify some needs. But brainstorming can be used in other domains to generate ideas and to solve problems in other domains of with other activities. And the principle of the use of this method will be the same as we used it in the generation of ideas in business domain. So after we generate ideas using brainstorming, we have to take account the innovation aspect of the solution. Every solution or every idea must be innovative. So this innovation must be introduced to the idea to give an improvement or to give the competitivity of the idea compared to competitors. So we have, when we create a business idea, it must be an innovative idea, not just the simple idea, normal idea. this is to distinguish our business compared to competitors and to have a successful business according to this innovation. So when we define innovation, it is the implementation of new or significant improvement applied to product, service, process, or business model. So this is a very short and clear definition of the innovation is what we add as a new technique or what we improve to our product, to our service, to our process, or to our business model. So we have two types of innovations. We have incremental innovation, which represent incremental innovation, which represent a small improvement. It is an improvement, a very small improvement of this process. And we have also a radical innovation. This is very important aspect, which represent a major transformation, very new presentation of the product or the service or the process or the business model. So the two are important, but this is the favorite type of innovation, which is a radical innovation, because it will give us the opportunity to significantly improve our product. So the innovation is very important to create competitive advantage and economic growth. So this is not a choice to use innovation or not, but we must use it in our generation of ideas. In our business, innovation is not a choice, but it is an obligation to use to be competitive with other products. So we have another definition according to IDEA, which is French's definition. So the French's definition is a contractual agreement in which one party called franchise. So the one party obtains the right to use the brand, business model, and know-how of another party. This is another type of idea generation. So we have, for example, our product. We have a product, and we have our product, which is manufactured by a company, an enterprise. So we have another company which will be our second party. This is the one party, this is the first party, and this is the second party. So the second party, this is another type of idea generation. So the idea here that the second party, we go to this company and say, we are your partner in this geographic aspect. So we will be your partner. We will manufacture your product in our country for it. We have some examples of products manufactured by local companies. This is local company which will product, for example, a international product. We have a very large types of products that are international with multinational companies, and we have local company that have this idea to use this product, to manufacture this product in their country. The local company will manufacture the same product in this country. For example, we have product, for example, we have some product. If we can use product, for example, medicines, we take medicines, for example. We have, for example, the main company is Sanofi from France. Sanofi is a French company which manufacture, for example, a medicine. For example, Doliprane. Doliprane is a medicine manufactured by Sanofi. And this Doliprane is manufactured in France by Sanofi. So here in Algeria, we have some local companies of medicines that say that that are looking for to manufacture the same product, which is Doliprane, but here in Algeria. So they will do an agreement with Sanofi to produce or to manufacture Doliprane here in Algeria. This is the franchise idea definition. This is another type of idea generation, is that we take a successful idea in a country and we will develop it in our country, and it will give us these advantages. It will reduce risk, it will proven business model, training and support from the franchise company. We have to when we manufacture this product, we will have experts from Sanofi that will help us to install this product in our country. But we will have these disadvantages, that it is limited in independence. We have not a very important degree of independence, and also we have to pay some fees to the franchise company.